Let's talk about it. The BMF, the finale, the season finale. You know what, Mo? I normally lead off. I'll let you go. You tell me. I'm intrigued
Okay.
about what you got.
All right. Let me say this first and foremost. I feel like they packed a lot into this episode.
Of course.
I'll talk about the ending later because that's my least favorite part of the show. But you know, the whole Charles and Lucille storyline. That's my favorite storyline, man. I wasn't, and not that the season is over, I can say this. I wasn't a big fan of Henry, and you know they could have kept the 2 Chainz cameo, but I thought it was a dope season. It was a dope season, and I mean, you know, of course, you loosely basing it on actual events, and it was dope. But
Yeah.
Lucille, come on, baby girl, you had to see this coming. You had
No.
to see this coming.
No.
I know we've
No.
been back and forth about it. You had to see this come. She just seemed like she feels so green, right? It's like, you know, the whole thing with her in the church and, you know, talking to her girls and she trying to encourage her to go deal with the doctor. And then the doctor just seemed like this knight in shining armor right when Charles just lost his mind and went next door and did what he did. What's the neighbor name?
Mabel.
Mabel was tough.
Yeah.
Mabel was tough. Boy,
Yeah.
she was tough. Lucille, I mean, you know, she ain't gonna, you know, Lucille got the Coke bottle going on, but Charles, you know, he was like, listen, I'm done fighting. I'm gonna get on the road. I'm gonna go do my thing. And right when he decided to do that, Lucille got her heart broke. Man, you feel sorry for Lucille?
Absolutely not.
Oh, come on,
Absolutely.
you gotta have some kind of sympathy, man. The woman
Nah.
just wanted to be loved, man.
Nah. No. No.
I
No.
mean,
No. No.
she
No.
just wanted to be loved, man.
Here's why. Here's why. Right. And I might get in trouble, you know, for this. Is that look? She talked about how Charles and her, because when people get divorced, it ain't just they wake up one day and just say we divorced, right?
Right.
There's a process to it. So she talked about that. And so when Charles cheated, it's like, bro, you messed up. Cause she
Yeah.
out here working at Wendy's, she trying to hold it down.
Right.
She's really trying to hope that this thing turns around, but it's not turning around. You go and mess up, which yeah, I don't care. Yeah, Mabel, you know, like you said, was tough, but nah, I'm gonna stick with Lucille. But that, you know, Charles didn't. So after that, she's every right to be upset, you know, and all of that. Then the doctor comes around and she get all googly eyed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You've been looking for an out this entire time. And that is probably the safest out that you have. And what do? You start playing around these little games, talking, be in the mirror, Charles over there talking, well, I think I'm gonna go out with Maurice. Like, come on, man. Don't play that game. Then you over there taking Charles upstairs, getting in the bed with him and all that stuff,
Yeah.
giving him an
Yeah.
opportunity to think they still got a chance. Charles over there trying. Now, he don't get me wrong, Charles, you messed up. You messed up bad. But then Charles says, I got a gig where I'm gonna be performing with this crew. He invites you, and then what do you say, Lucille? Can Maurice come too?
Oh no. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you can
That
no.
line pissed me off.
Yeah, you got your
That pissed
out.
me off.
You got your out, right? This dude is ready he was ready way beyond that. This is a dude you got a history with. This ain't some dude that you just met off the streets or anything like
Mm-hmm.
that. And I understand, you know, because it's like if you leave, what's gonna happen with Nicole? Because I don't think the doctor gonna be like, yeah, you can bring Nicole with you too,
Right.
or whatever. So, but you played this little game or whatever, and you kept doing, you was in the car with him, kissing all on him and all this stuff, talking about, oh, I just want to live in this moment right now. Then you going up to the room with him, then you keep talking about, oh, but I'm still married technically and all this stuff. Look,
Listen.
you had your mind made up what you wanted to do. You should have did it. Now the doctor's stupid because he could have easily broke that engagement off as soon as Lucille
Yeah.
showed up.
If he was serious. If he was serious.
If he was serious. But it's just like Lucille, you keep doing these things. And I'm not when I say, and I shouldn't say I don't feel sorry for her at all. What I'm getting at is that you have to also take accountability for your action. This is the same woman who went and bought these clothes and went and visited her mama and them. No, good and well, they didn't have them the money for the clothes, and she opened a credit card in the Cole's name. Come on, man.
About that too. I forgot about that too.
I'm just like, you be doing some sideways stuff too. So it's just like what really needs to be done. They both messed up. But at the end of the day, they probably are still the best for each other. They just need to get their stuff together. And as they can get their stuff together, I think they'll be all right. Now, that's why I think this thing is going, on it, because I couldn't trust the doctor, man. It was just something about him. Even from day one,
he was on this player stuff, man. I mean, and you can see it. I mean, come on. Otherwise, why not bring that up before now? You're gonna wait till after you y'all get into bed to bring that up, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, we ain't gonna make it just about these two. I mean, you got the actual storyline going on, but I think they did what couples that really, truly, in the bottom of their heart, wanted it to work. They did what those type of couples do. You got a neighbor, it's easy access. Charles tried to fight it off a little bit, and then just, he failed. Lucille, she tried, but I mean, we knew where it was gonna go with both of them. And I agree with you 100%. They, just figure it out at this point. At least get the girl through school. Just figure it out, man. You ain't all that, let's just be friends, I'll be your best friend for life. Nah. That happened in about 6 months. Charles gonna be crazy out there in them streets. He on the road too. It's over with.
He already checked on the dudes.
Yeah, it's over with now. I mean, you can't give him no hall pass like that. It's over with. But Remy, I didn't like what happened with him. I ain't gonna say I didn't like it. I didn't like how they did it. It was coming, but the way they did it, it was like, that's who I feel bad for. You done lost your whole city, man. You lost your whole city.
You know what?
And,
I guess
I mean, it's like, man, you got this cat from out of town, from Detroit, coming in town and just took over and got everybody turned against you. I mean, he had that lump in his throat right there in that room when everybody had them guns on him. I'm like, this boy.
First off,
he feels like Suge Knight right now.
That's his fault. That's his fault. Okay. Remy was a prime example of times were changing, and he didn't want to change with the times. Meech came to him and said, "We can work together and get this money." Because at the end of the day, all Meech was trying to do was get the money, and you get the money too. That's how he got the crew. That's how they flipped on Remy. He didn't threaten any of them. He's like, look at what we have here, and you're missing out on it. And those guys, and Remy's homeboy that he offed them, they had that secret meeting.
Yeah.
Remy just didn't see the vision. And this is a prime example. I'm gonna tell you real quick. This is a prime example. Because you just said in that house, bro, you the only person walking in that house and you really thought you were gonna pull a gun on Meech? Yeah. And then for Remy to look so surprised and appalled, he was like, "So that's what it is?" Yeah, Negro.
He put the Denzel in Training Day, didn't he? He put the Denzel in Training Day. The one thing I respect about Remy, Remy genuinely cared about his neighborhood, though.
He did, yes.
And he genuinely cared. I mean, of course, Meech, it's about the money. And, ain't nobody got to get hurt. Everybody can eat. Remy cared about his neighborhood. He was just not the right leader for it. And, if he would have just played ball and, like you said, just went along with the evolution. But I get it. How we going to have somebody from out of town tell us what's best for our neighborhood? But he went the right one for that.
Techwood. He still could have ran Techwood.
He still could have ran it, yeah.
See,
it would have been beneficial. It was ego, it was pride.
It was,
and probably a lack of trust.
But here's the thing about, because I stay here, and some of the folks that watch the show, they're not familiar with Atlanta and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Remy wasn't running all of Atlanta. He was
Right.
running Techwood.
Right.
So I'm like, if you're running Techwood, if anything, Meech might probably can help you
With
expand out
everything.
and you pick
Yeah.
up a few other spots because you're not even on the other side. You're not even Stone Mountain. You ain't touching anything with Buckhead.
Hmm.
That's what Meech gonna do. Meech is going to
Right.
Buckhead with all the rich white people, get them on that
Hmm.
stuff, and all that stuff. Remy, you ain't showing up in Buckhead.
Yeah.
So it was plenty of territory. It was plenty of money. It was plenty of opportunity where you could still run Techwood,
He missed the opportunity.
and he missed
He
the
missed it.
opportunity.
He missed it. Unfortunate, but hey, that's the game, man. That's the
Yeah,
game. I mean, he had
but
just a little too much gangster in him. So,
but I agree.
but
I agree
yeah,
with you.
salute
The
to the
whole season,
season.
the whole season was good. The finale, yeah, Henrietta. I didn't totally understand, kind of like why she was in it. Why, and then at the end, as far as
Yeah.
like you off your father because he don't call you Henry. Like
Yeah. It
I was
was
like,
it was it was a kind to me it felt like, and I don't know if that part of the story is based on fact, but
mhm,
if it wasn't, it just felt like an unnecessary storyline to me. It just kind of felt like it gave a reason to show that T could be a leader in his own right.
right,
But I mean, if it played out the way they say it played out in real life, then I mean, it's interesting. You know,
yeah.
killed the
Yeah,
daddy, then
I don't
like,
think.
come
Yeah,
on, man, she was out of
obviously,
control.
I don't think to that degree, but yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But very, I can't wait
salute to
for
them.
the next season. It's still good. Um, I think they actually I think that they probably set a new record. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, um, for how silly T can be with Markeisha. I'm just like,
yeah.
bro,
Did she even come back this episode? Did we see her?
because he was still trying to call her. She ain't want to talk to him.
Yeah,
Like, you go down to Miami. You really thought y'all was going on vacation? Come on now.
yeah. Two questions before we wrap it up about the show.
Yeah.
Number one, the final scene. What did you make of that?
Take me back. What you talking about?
Mexico. They get the call and they got to go to Mexico. What was that?
I'm still
I feel
trying to
like I
figure
feel
it
like I
out.
missed something. I feel like I missed something.
I'm trying to figure it out too because
Are they
two
setting up
brothers
for the
walking
next
down the
season?
dirt road.
Yeah.
Did
And he
y'all
was trying to
parents
call
in
Keisha.
Mexico? Did they just drive up to the border and someone held the fence up for you and you crawled underneath? Like,
Man,
I
listen,
don't
I don't know
under,
what that was about.
I don't understand why you couldn't fly into Mexico or drive into Mexico somehow, but you're on a dirt road and you're walking. I didn't get
Yeah.
that, but maybe they'll touch
Yeah.
base on that
I thought I
for the
might have
next.
skipped ahead or something and missed something. I went back and rewound to look at it. I'm like, I don't know what this was about. Second
Yeah.
question. Favorite character from the season.
Ooh.
Mine gotta be Nicole.
Who?
The daughter, Nicole.
Oh, yeah.
She cut up.
Yeah, she has some really good pieces in there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That dinner table scene was wild.
Yeah. I might have to agree with you on that one, man. It may be yeah. I'll be with you. I'll roll with you on that one, Nicole. Yeah.
Yeah.
She
And I'm gonna put the baby mama in second place, T baby mama. She started cutting
Rwanda.
up in them last few episodes too.
Yeah.
But yeah, salute to them on a dope season, man. I enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, there's so much other stuff we can talk about. Hey, you know what? That's what we need to do. When season 4 come, we just gonna expand this
Yeah.
and we're just gonna do a BMF reaction.
Yeah. Got to. That opening the season premiere.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be
Good.
good.
Oh, one quick one. Angel, come on now. You did all this and then now you just got inspired. You gonna move back home? I don't understand her, man. It's just like
Yeah, she annoyed
props
me.
for her to
She
want
annoyed
it.
me this season.
Props to her for wanting to make a difference.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking that, but
Yeah.
it's just like you wanted to go with Meech. You come back and you don't want to be you don't want to leave without him, and then all of a sudden, yeah, I gotta.
I thought something was
And
gonna happen to her. I thought I
yeah,
don't know, maybe Neo gonna come back and start jumping on or something. I don't know. But
nah,
that
after
yeah, she annoyed me all season long.
yeah.
I mean, I
Shout out to
loved her in certain
Philo
scenes.
too. He did a real good impersonation of his father.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Dope man. Salute to them on the dope season, man.
yeah.
Season 4, let's do it.